Weather affects our daily lives, and it's important to know what's coming next. Meteorologists use weather observations to analyze the atmosphere and find out what's really going on. Have you ever seen one of these? A box claiming to be a harmless weather instrument. It's white and small and contains $300 worth of vital weather instruments we depend on every day. The box is called a radiosonde, and at the same time, twice a day, 96 of these are released into the sky across the country. Meet Ted Vaughn. He holds the record for the highest recorded balloon launch. He works at the National Weather Service's Upper Air site at the Salem Airport, one of 2 sites in Oregon.
4 o'clock is our release time. That's what we call a synoptic release. We do it every day at 4 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Before release, the radiosonde is tested.
That's to make sure that the sensors are reading correctly, and that we don't want to send up an instrument that is faulty.
Once the sensor passes the tests, Ted heads to the release building to inflate the balloon that will carry the radiosonde into the air. The balloon is filled with hydrogen until it's about 5 feet in diameter.
The typical flight will go to around 100,000 feet. So at that pressure up there, there's so little pressure that they expand to over 40 feet.
That's about the length of a school bus. The balloon is ready. Ted then secures the radiosonde to the balloon, opens the door, and releases the balloon seconds after 4 p.m. The rapidly rising radiosonde reports back weather observations every second.
So we get temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, and wind direction, wind speed aloft.
The observations are recorded by a computer and coded for forecasters and pilots to use. We get upper air observations from the Salem Airport twice a day, but a little closer to home, we get surface observations 1,440 times a day. That's every minute of every day. In the open fields of the southern Willamette Valley sits the Eugene Airport. And at the airport is a weather station with a thermometer, a barometer, a rain gauge, and a variety of other instruments measuring atmospheric conditions. We use observations from this station for weather conditions in Eugene, but sometimes conditions can be vastly different between the station and the city. Remember in December, after getting 7 inches of snow, temperatures plummeted overnight. On December 8th, the weather station at the airport reported a morning low of -10 degrees. Viewers called in saying their phones were reporting it was only 7 degrees and that the near record low was wrong. But how could this be? The temperature did drop to -10 degrees at the airport, which sits in an open field unaffected by the city heat. Phones use weather observations from an unofficial site in downtown Eugene, so turns out both were right. All the weather conditions you see from Eugene and across the rest of the area are from official weather stations. At the Eugene Airport, Marisa Woloszyn, KEZI 9 News.